Morning, blessed ones. The date is the 19th of September and it's 10 a.m. Singapore time. If you have been following my videos in the past few days, you would have known that there are some new policy changes applied to the reward system. And this will impact the leaders, GM ranking and above especially. Well, the good news is, if you have tuned in and followed through, then you will know that today we are launching a new version, which is version 4.0.5 in your application. And when you update it, it will give you the latest number 1 optimization of minimum added pledge amount. Number 2, the optimization of team net deposit data. And these are the two main things for this latest version upgrade. And this is wonderful because by updating this, it will save a lot of hassle for us to calculate our own minimum pledge amount for the wallet, okay, and for our ranking. And also the good news is that, well, I'm going to read to you. All right, so I'm going to read the announcement to you and share the good news with you. It took a little bit longer than usual to download this new version. I guess there's quite a lot of updates, so after about a couple of minutes, right now I'm launching into the new downloaded version. And let me walk you through. Well, I'll walk you through some of the accounts that I have demonstrated before, okay? And then we can actually see how different it is right now. So for example, first I'll walk you through a GM level. And so specifically for this account, for example, right, let's see. Okay, for this account, which I have featured before, the pledged liquidity for this account is only 121. And then looking into the team reward status, see, this account is that of a GM. And now important to see is this portion here, minimum new pledge amount. Alright, so this account, it is 0. I do not need to top up at this point in time. Why? That is because that I still have this amount remaining limit of total team rewards balance. So I still can stretch this account without needing to top up on the pledging, right? So the important is that all your accounts should be zeroized here. And the other thing to note about the team benefits, right, apart from this portion to see that you don't need to top up, another portion that is important is the team net deposit. If you see stars, then it is a good thing. It means that your whole network under this account of a GM is in positive. It is not in a negative, right? Positive means that the adding to liquidity and the pledging is more than the withdrawals. Then the withdrawals would encompass, you know, withdrawing your matured pledging amounts or your daily pledge rewards or your team rewards daily. And I believe it also includes the daily mining rewards, okay? So, well, I'll give you the gist of it. If you really want the full details, then do read up carefully all the announcements, okay? So for this account, this is zeroized, which is good. So let me toggle out to another account to show you. Now for this account is that of an SVP, and also I have I'll change the color so that it is less confusing for you. I'll change it to blue this time, okay? So this account is that of an SVP, and I have also demonstrated this in my previous videos. The liquidity pledged is also at 121, which is the minimum. right? And let's take a look at the team reward. So the team reward for this is that of an SVP. And now in this account, you can see that the minimum new pledge amount that I need to pledge is at least $772.97. Because why? I am already in a overdrawn situation whereby I have overutilized this amount of benefit. Okay, so previously in the previous method of calculation, which was starting from the 1st of August, right, just a couple of days back, when the company was calculating our overdrawn situation, I'll call it the overdrawn situation, it's not the official term, okay? So when the company was calculating it, it was based on 1st of August onwards. But in this new latest change, the company has taken our feedback and our requests into consideration and adjusted the period from 1st of August. Instead of starting from 1st of August to account for it, it only starts now from the last 5 days. From the last 5 days, I think it's from the 15th of September onwards. So, you know, of course, then the negative situation is greatly reduced. You can see at first it was minus 3,000 plus, but now because it's adjusted, it is now minus 50 plus. And with that, because it's SCF value, then times the current value of SCF, it will come to this amount, which is the minimum that I need to pledge. And so let's say if I were to pledge, I mean, I'm going to pledge more than this. So for example, if I were to pledge, let's say 800, okay, let's say I'm pledging 800. Well, for an SVP account, it is 4 times. So for 800, it will then times 4 be 3,200. Which means that I actually have some room to stretch this account. I can still continue to benefit from team rewards up to a value of 3,200. You see what I mean? And then this, of course, once again has to be paired with an important criteria that for that day, your network must be in a positive situation and not a negative situation, right? Where the plus is more than the minus. So the ROI is healthy for the team, then only the company will accrue the daily benefit to you. Now, what happens, you may ask, what happens if this portion is not seeing stars, which means that it's not positive? What if one fine day, it won't be that fine, if you actually see a negative, right? So if it turns into a negative situation, then you will have to see what is the gap, the negative amount. So let's say if the negative is that of 200 USDT, what happens means that you have to quickly pledge into this account the $200 in order to make the shortfall, to close the gap yourself. All right, to close the gap yourself, or someone in your team or your member can top up to close the gap, then you are in a positive situation. So the amount can vary from, let's say, a few cents to a few $1,000s. I'm not sure. Hopefully that day won't come, that we don't need to have to do a top up, okay? So once again, all these things that I'm sharing to you, I just want to shout out that it's all for information and education purpose. It is for those of you who are far and wide and may not have immediate and updated information, or your leaders or your uplines may not have that experience or skills or knowledge for that moment of time in order to address your concerns. So then I hope that my videos are of great use to you. All right, and if it is of use to you, do comment in the box and let me know. okay, so that I get some ideas and feedback if these videos are helpful. Yeah, and of course, one more thing is, well, every now and then you can see that I provide the information as soon as I can, as accurate as I can, and I will always verify the information before I roll it out into this blessed one channel. Okay, therefore I'm committed to do my best to serve you by offering you the latest and most accurate updates. Yeah, so if you want to have more of such videos, do subscribe and to also drop a like so that the algorithm of this channel can go higher and it can actually help more people and serve more people, because then the system will automatically increase on the algorithm. Okay, so coming back, I hope I have clarified for you, in case one day we all see a negative that in the system, then that means you will probably you can choose to top up. Okay, but what if you don't want to top up and it stays negative? Then it just means that for that day you will not get any team benefits or reward. And so what happens after the next day? So let's say for a few days you didn't do a top up and it has been in negative, then I guess the minimum new pledge amount will continue to increase. It will not be zero. The minimum new pledge amount should be zero in order for you to get the benefit, correct? But if it is not zero, it means that the negative situation of the network will continue to add up, and then one day if you should want to get back into the system to benefit from the daily rewards, then you would have to make the shortfall, okay, which I guess will be accumulated over time. All right, so because this is all new to all of us, so as we go along we will figure it out. Okay, so well, I hope it is clear. This is a demonstration of an SVP account, so you can see the vast difference here now. So with the new policy change now, I only need to top up 772 and no longer 3,000 over USDT for this account in order for my account to be active, to be valid or qualified to gain the daily benefits. All right, now let's toggle over to an ED account. Oh, actually, before we toggle out to the ED account, let me do something quickly for this SVP account. Okay, I already have gotten ready some USDT BEP, and so I'm going to pledge out 800. I'm going to top up on this account with 800 in order to increase the lifespan of this account. Okay, so let me quickly then do a quick pledge of 800 so that you can immediately see the difference, right? And so to do a quick pledge, right, first I have to do an exchange of USDT BEP into FUSD, and then after that, from there, do a quick pledge, a QP, quick pledge. So first up, click on this portion here, which is SCF, and then click on FUSD exchange, and then the exchange is for USDT BEP, which is, you have to click here, a drop down button to USDT BEP 20, right? And the change is to FUSD main, right? And so that is fine, that to keep it. So here they actually demonstrate what is the amount that I have in my wallet for USDT BEP 20. I'm going to key in the amount that I want to transfer out, which is 800. Oh, if I transfer 800, it would only be this amount. So I think I'm going to up it to 850. let's make it 880, because for Chinese, we really like the number 8 because it sounds like ba. It is ba and it sounds like fa, and fa means prosperity. Okay, so Chinese like the number 8. Okay, so if I were to put in 880, then it would come to 878.24. Okay, and that would mean that it would stretch a little bit further for me. So I have decided on that, and I will click on local wallet. And at this juncture, just to demonstrate that there is a small cross-chain fee of 0.2% and plus a little bit of BNB. Why BNB is involved is because we are changing USDT BEP20. So that's why it's that there's also some BNB gas fee. So with that, I'll click on, I'll continue here to click on wallet, and then click on exchange, and then the next step, I'll pause, and it's done. And let's take a look at the situation. You can see quickly my USDT has already been reduced, and let's take a look at the FUSD. Because it's cross-chain, it is not immediate. It will take a little bit of time for that converted amount to appear here. So I'll pause a little bit and wait till it's back in my wallet, the FUSD, and then I will come back to you. Right, it didn't take too long, just about another minute or so, and that amount is reflected in my FUSD right now. Okay, and now let me just pledge this out immediately. How do I do that? By clicking on this SCF button, and here oh no, sorry, it's not the SCF button. Let me retract. Okay, it should click on the profit button in order to pledge. So click on profit, and then after that click on the, where is that? Sorry, I'm a bit distracted. What am I to do? Oh yeah, add to liquidity. Okay, so here at the liquidity pledge, right? So here, okay, by the way, just a bit of a distraction. I just would like to also mention that for the company, they have been offering us contribution rewards. These contribution rewards is in the form of I'll click in and show you here. Okay, actually I just discovered that for this account that I have some contribution rewards as well, which these are actually bonuses from the company. So you see, for this specific account is that of an SVP, and then it actually rewards performers, right? And the reward record, you can also click and see here. Oh, sorry, I mean, you get the point. And whatever the reward details also, you can take a look here. So what was this for? Yeah, let me see, what does the record details say? Oh, okay, so there is a question mark next to the reward details, and you can actually even read through what is the contribution value of the month times 50%, the basic principles, so on and so forth. I just know it's good news, but I'm not really sure how it is calculated, and but I guess it is for like some good performance or something to that effect. Okay, so I just want to direct your attention that there is this contribution reward. In case you see it, you can actually also, like me, drill down further to understand. And this is immediately offered in the form of BEP20 USDT, immediately directly credited to your wallet. Okay, and so on that note, thank you SCF for the generosity. And I just discovered that in this wallet there's an additional 1000 USDT BEP20. Alright, now sorry for the sidetrack. Now let's get back to the liquidity pledge. Okay, so for this account SVP, I mentioned I want to top up on the account to make good the shortfall, and I add some buffer in. To make good the shortfall is just 700 over plus, but I have decided to add up, you know, to 880. So right now I'm continuing on the pledging by clicking here, and then I'm going to do a quick pledge so that it is easy and it's fast and simple. So my quick pledge is in the form of FUSD. So this I have to change by clicking on the button and select FUSD here, right? And then key in 880 here. Okay, why? Amount can pledge is this, but I have this balance, but it says insufficient credit limit. Why does it say insufficient credit limit? Let me try again. Well, this is very strange, yeah. It actually tells me I have a balance of this, but yet when I... Oh, 880, of course, silly me. sorry. Of course, 880 is... Yeah, sorry, I still haven't woken up. Okay, let me redo this. So I can't pledge 880, but I can pledge this amount, 878.75, and that's what I'm going to do right now. 878.75. Yes, okay, so now I have no more red alert. Everything is smooth now, and it actually tells me what is my expected earning. Okay, there is also a small fee for the mining, and now is the part where I have to choose my daily return. What am I going to choose? So am I going to choose for 30 days? What am I going to do? I think I'm going to select SCF. However, for the time being, I'm going to change this to 15 days. Okay, so let me do that. There is no right or wrong. It's really your own preference. Okay, so here I'm going to change and select 15 days SCF, and that will give me a daily return of 1.2%. So I'm clicking on that and click on quick pledge, and then again it's gonna give a summary of how many days, what's the percent, and what's the LP price, and what's the estimated total revenue, and then what is the everyday income. This is the period income, is daily income, and the recharge button, I want to switch it off so that after 15 days I can make a decision on what to do. So if I keep the button on, it will continue to keep rolling on for another 15 days. Alright, at this juncture, just hit confirm and key in the password. And I have done a quick pledge. Now, quickly, let's take a look at my contribution. See, my liquidity pledge. It has not yet changed. This figure should increase significantly after the quick pledge is successfully through. Okay, then we will check on the team reward situation. All right, it should at that point demonstrate that the minimum pledge amount will be zeroized. Right, so right now let's wait a while and refresh and see what is the current situation. There, after refreshing, you refresh by pressing down on your screen and dragging it down. Press down and drag down and let go. Then it will refresh, okay? So very quickly now it has been refreshed, and you see my liquidity pledge now is a healthy amount. And so let's launch into the team reward here to see the latest situation. There, the system is so brilliant. Look at that. The minimum new pledge amount is now 0, right? And now I have this amount of remaining total limit, which means that now instead of a negative situation, I have a plus situation here, and I have a buffer of 400 plus USDT value, okay? And then the next thing is the total team here is, I'm seeing stars, which means it's plus, which means that tonight at Singapore time, which is the time that the company normally accrue us our rewards, around 2:15 a.m., I will continue to enjoy my overall referral income as well as team benefits and ranking benefits, etc. Yeah, and so this is a walkthrough of what I have to do for an SVP account, and I hope that by walking through this, it gives you a much better understanding and idea. Okay, I guess this video, in order not to prolong this, I'm going to terminate the video here. For the ED account, I'm also going to do a video to share with you, and so that it is extra learning for you, right? And I will do that in a separate and new video. Okay, so with that, I hope this has been helpful. So stay tuned, and God bless everyone.